Hello everybody, this is Recorder Diesel, and welcome back to Let's Play Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge for the PlayStation. Last time we left off, we finished off Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, and today we are doing the next two chapters, 5 and 6. And today we're starting off Chapter 5 with a new environment for Lily Frog, the mechanical environment. And just like last time, there will be 3 stages of this mechanical environment and everything, and I kind of expected that. This episode, I'm going to try to get the frogs in a different order if I can. Which, judging by this first frog, I don't think that's going to be possible, so I'm going to have to get him no matter what. But I'll see if I can try and get the other frogs in a certain order. I know for this one, you can get him in a certain order. I should have jumped. That was my fault. I didn't jump. But basically, yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing, and wow. Okay, this is, like I said, this is really embarrassing. Again, I know I'm kind of bad at video games, but still, come on, that's still pretty bad. Yeah, this one, okay, yeah, alright, it looks like, yeah, we might have to get the frogs in a certain order, so I might have to, not get them, it might not be so spread out as it was in the last level, but I'll see what I can do. If anything, maybe I might get the purple frog last and such. We'll see what happens. Because I know in this level, there's a coin that's a little tricky to get. It's not so much tricky, it's just more like, once you get it, you have to find a way to get back to your level, get back to the platform and such. Because after this, yeah, there's no way you can get back over there. So, let's see, let me see if I can do this. And there we go. Okay, that was pretty awesome. But yeah, we are getting very close to the end of this game. This game is not really that long. It is a very, very short game. That's one of the reasons why, I decided I wanted to do this game, because I know it was very short, and I knew like it'll at least be a game where it won't be so long that it might overwrite the RPG summer and such. But I didn't think, we were probably gonna finish it in March and such. So that's why I'm still, waiting for your guys' response on what you want me to do, on what game do you want me to play during April and such. Hopefully a game that's, that's not going to be too long to, again, overwrite the RPG summer and such. And I'll be waiting for your response right there. Oh, well. Actually, no, okay, so you gotta, alright. I think in the PC version, I don't know if this is true, because it's been a long time since I played the PC version. But I think in the PC version, this acts as a checkpoint, if I remember right. Again, it's been a long time since I played the PC version, so I can't really say that for certainty. But if anyone that has played the PC version and was a little older than me when they played this game, I'm sure someone can confirm that with me. So yeah, this is another spot where the coins can be a little tricky, because for this one, these little platforms, they won't really kill you necessarily. They'll just like push you off the edge and such. And you gotta time your, you gotta make sure you stand on the right spot where they won't push you. Like where there's a gap in between some of these, like as you can see right here. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna save that purple frog for last, cause why not? Because I know in the very next level, you have to get the frogs at a certain order. Like, you have to get them at a certain order. You can't just, choose which frogs you will get and which ones you will save. So this one you do have to, so the next one you do have to get them in a certain order. And, I'll show you what I mean by that. Alright, so I'm gonna wait for that thing to come back. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Alright, this one's gonna require, yeah, some skill to do. Oh. Okay, well, I've never seen this before, so this is interesting. Okay, well, yeah, alright. If I get a game over with this, I'll probably just cut to when I'll get the purple frog and such. Okay, well, I was not expecting this at all. Yeah, I think I'm going to die. Huh, I've never seen this before. This is actually pretty interesting. I didn't think it was gonna, like, you know, turn on its side and such. I thought maybe, you know, okay, can we do this time? I think we can. Alright, I didn't know it was gonna turn on its, damn it! Alright. Alright, well, like I said, in this game, you don't have to worry too much if you get a game over. If you get a game over, then basically you'll just, you know, you'll just start back to the level that you died at. So we're just going back to chapter 5, and since we're going back to chapter 5, I'll just skip this. I don't know if I'll actually cut this out, because like I said, this game is not that long, and I know where most of the frogs are by now. So if anything, maybe I will cut. I don't know. We'll see. But that means I do have to get all the coins again, so I don't know. I'll think to myself, you know, if I want to cut this or not. Maybe I will. It just depends on, like, how long I think this part might be. But yeah, I was kind of waiting one of these days we might get a game over, and lo and behold, we did. Hopefully that might be the only game over I'll get from this series. Alright, so we'll have to get all the frogs again. No biggie. This time I'll just get him in ascending order. Because I know once we get to the next environment for Frogger, I'll be able to at least get the frogs in any order I want. So we'll do it the normal way this time. Something also, if you just noticed, when it came to the name of the level is D15 SCO, which is basically the codename Disco, which is actually pretty neat. I don't know why I did that. I actually did not draw that conclusion when I was a kid, and it was just recently that I got it. So that tells you a little bit more how sort of naive I am, then there you go. Not really naive, just more I just never, you know, put 2 and 2 together. Alright, I'm gonna have to go over here. Alright. Now as a kid, I also used to do this real fast. Like sometimes I would just get the coin right now and just hightail it out of there to make sure I fit in the gap before I start moving. And I did it again here. Alright, let's get this purple frog for real, how you're supposed to do it. But it was pretty interesting. Like I said, I'd never seen that happen before. Like, I didn't think it was going to turn on its side if I died. I've never seen that before. So I'm actually kind of glad that I saved the purple frog for last. Alright, I gotta make sure I hop back on the green platform then when it comes back. So make sure I don't... Because there have been moments where I have accidentally got the red frog and I missed the 3 coins. But it's not totally a big deal. There is a way for you to, you know, get the coins back if you decide to miss it. Either by, you know, doing a story mode again or doing arcade mode, which, again, I will show it off once we get done with the story, which next weekend is when we're going to get done with the story mode. So that's going to be fun. Alright, now for this one right here, like I said, this one you do have to get the frogs at a normal order. Otherwise, you know, you will not, you know, finish this level, and I'll show you why. Alright, so first of all, you have these enemies right here. You can either, you know, you can either go over there and wait for them to come back, or like run away from you, or you can just basically double jump over them, which I think I'll show off right here with this guy if I can. Actually, no, I can't. Alright, so you see this thing right here. This little thing is your elevator, and this is how you progress the level. But it will not open as soon as you get all these baby frogs. So once you rescue a baby frog, then you'll be able to get to the elevator. But like I said, this is one of those levels where you will not, you know, you can't, you know, get the frogs in any order that you want. You do have to get them in a normal order, otherwise you're not going to make it through this game. Now these monkeys really gave me lots of hard time as a kid. I think they might give me, oh no, okay. Because I remember as a kid, sometimes I would struggle to get that coin while trying to, you know, keep myself alive with these stupid monkeys. Alright, hold on. I want to see if we can get that coin. Alright, let's get that coin. And try to run. Yeah. See? Right here. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to, you know, try to keep yourself in a safe distance from these monkeys without getting hurt. Although, how do monkeys make you explode? I don't know. Unless maybe, you know, they're squeezing you very hard. Alright. This one's also very tough, too. Again, this is one of those where you gotta time your jumps just right, and I barely made it that way. Damn it. Unfortunately, I did not make that jump very clean with that platform, but that's okay. Okay, this one, you are gonna have to double jump over this monkey in order to get the coin. So let's see if I can do it. There we go. I think that platform comes over there, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to time myself just right. And now, damn it. Alright. See, the problem is sometimes I also press the I press the both the up button and the jump buttons at the same time, and I don't think I'm not supposed to do that. I think I'm supposed to press the directional pad first and then do a double jump. I think that's how I'm supposed to really do it. But what do I know? Yeah. The monkey noise. Yeah, some of the noises in here and color schemes are also very different from the PC version. The way the monkeys are chatting right now is very, very different on how they would, you know, sound like in the PC version. And this color right here, which is like a seafood blue, is actually a solid green in the PC version. I think there are also some enemies in here that are also changed a little bit as well in the PlayStation version versus the PC version. We'll get into that later. This is another one of those, just figure out what path they're going and just try to stay away on the path that they're walking towards you. Evil cameras, and I do know that each of these cameras, I think, is supposed to be Swampy that is watching you, and I see a purple butterfly. You can actually go through the electrical fence if you want to, but just be careful, because sometimes, you know, if you time it a little wrong, then you will actually get yourself electrocuted, so be a little careful on that one. Anyway, we got ourselves one more frog, and then we'll go ahead and do chapter 6. Yeah, as you progress through the game, sometimes the coins will be a little bit more challenging to get. Not super hard, but sometimes you will have to plan out, you know, both your jumps and where the enemies are going to be ahead of time before you get the coins. And now. Alright. Alright, so that's all the frogs, and that's all of chapter 5. So I'll meet you guys back after the little cutscene, and we'll do chapter 6. It's sort of like the little face he makes when he when he looks out the window. It's like, oh my god, I'm in space. But yes, we are in space, and this is our well, not our last environment with Frogger. We have one more environment with Frogger and such, but this is one of the last ones with Frogger. Now, in this one, I do believe you can get the frogs in pretty much any order you want to. You don't have to get them in a specific order. And when I was a kid, I thought this was like our boss battle with Swampy, but no. Well, I guess technically this is a boss battle, but not really. I mean, you don't really fight Swampy. You just do your usual things. Try to get the baby frogs from Swampy, and that's it. like you're not really fighting him. You're just getting the baby frogs and trying to dodge his mines and rockets that are chasing you. And I'm gonna try to see if I can get those coins too. Because there's another one of those where you gotta time yourself just right when getting the coins. So yeah, this one you could really get them in any order, and he does drop the baby frogs once in a while too, in any order. So, well, actually in the normal order, but like I say, you can get them in any order that you want. So once I get the last coin, then we'll start getting the baby frogs. Oh, shoot. Can't believe I just bought that. Alright, so that's one. Oh, alright, well. Alright, it looks like that red frog should be saved for last. Oh, no biggie. Yeah, it's interesting that, like, this is probably, like, in terms of 3D games, like, outside of maybe, racing and, like, fighting games, like, this is one of the early, platforming games, especially in the 3D era, that does not have a boss. And yeah, actually, as you can see here, we actually unlocked all of the retro levels in the arcade. So now we're going to start unlocking characters. And I will show off each character when we get to the arcade scene. But yeah, like going back to what I was said, this is probably one of the only platformers, during the 3D era that does not have a boss battle. It's just your straight up platforming. Like you would think for like the very last level of the game, it would be like a boss battle. But no, it's just actually, just a normal level as anything else. Well, it's normal, but it's very different. And again, I'll explain what I mean once we get to that level. But here we have another space one, and this one again, you can get the frogs in any order you want, and that's what I'm going to do here. Because if you notice in the beginning, you will see there were two doors, so one of the doors was locked off. Basically, the way you're supposed to do this level is that you're supposed to get at least, you're supposed to get at least at least 2 frogs on each different path. And once you get the first 2 frogs on the path that's open, then the other portal will open for you, as you can see right here, the ones with the TVs. But you can just double hop over here and still get the these 2 frogs over here if you want to do that instead, which is what I'm going to do. And this level also introduced us to another power-up that I'm not really all that fond of, to be honest. I think this is probably one of the worst power-ups in video games, to be fair. I believe it's right over here. Yeah, this one right here. As you can see, this little butterfly right here, and I thought I was going to die. This is an auto hop. And basically what this is, I didn't know what it was at first, but basically if you hold down a certain directional pad, like the direction on your controls, then basically, you'll be locked on to that direction until the power wears off. One of the reasons I'm not a big fan of this is that you don't really have that much control over this. Well, I mean, you have control, but like it would be very easy for you to ram right smack into an enemy if you use this and such and not stop in time. So that's why I'm not a big fan of this one. Another thing I will say, okay, so going back when I said the enemies being different in the in some versions of the game, in this version, these robots, they look a little bit more like Space Knights. But in the PC version, they actually have a different sprite. They have a brown sprite instead, and look a little bit more like robots instead of knights. And these guys also look very different too in the PC version. If I can find pictures of them online, and I'll post them on screen so you can see the comparisons. Excuse me. But yeah, these are one of the few enemies that are very different in terms of both the PlayStation and PC version of the game, which is interesting. Yeah, this game TVs are also evil as well. Yeah, the space one is probably the one that has the most weird enemies as well. I mean, you got like flying brains, you got robot-looking knights, you got TVs as well, and some kind of weird space gun. But I guess it makes sense. It is space. You would expect some weirdness to happen in space, to be honest. But yeah, alright, so we're gonna get this last frog and we'll call it an episode. I'm thinking, because I'm looking at the recording right now, it's only a little 20 minutes, so I'm thinking I'll just leave the, this whole recording as one, and I think I died. Yeah, that's my fault. This is... Why did I do that? But basically, yeah, I'll just keep this whole recording as one. I don't think I won't do any editing, to be fair. Because like I said, this is not a really long game. Like, if you were to do... Like, you can easily do this game in one sitting. Like as soon as you know, like, what to do in this game, then you can finish this game in probably, like, you know... 1 hour, at most maybe 2 hours tops, if you know how to do this game. Even for first timers though, like, it's not even that long of a game. For first timers, I would say it will probably take maybe 3 hours or so, depending on like how good you are at video games and such. But like I said, it's not a hard game, so I think even those who have never played this game before. Okay, that was one of those where I thought I needed a hop, but not. Even those who have never played this game before probably have a decent time doing this. Because once you get a feel of the controls and how the game works, and like I said, it's not really that hard. Like I said, it's one of those games where anyone can play, really. And that's one of the reasons why I love this game very much. Alright. This last coin. I almost forgot to get that last coin, but luckily I didn't. Alrighty. Alrighty, well that's gonna be it for Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge, and we gotta have a new character available. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching me play Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge. If you guys enjoyed the episode, don't forget to hit the like button. If you guys want to see more episodes of Frogger 2 or any of your other favorite games, hit that subscribe button as well. And don't forget, if you guys got any games you want me to try out, you can list them in the comments on our YouTube or on our Facebook page. Alright, so next weekend we're going to finish up the story mode in this game. We only have 4 more chapters left. Saturday when we meet, we're only going to be doing one chapter, chapter 7, so the next video might be very short, depending on how well I do on the first 2 levels. And the last 3 chapters will be on Sunday, and again, I'll explain why once we get to both chapter 7 and chapter 8, and why I'm doing chapter 7 in one video and finishing up the last 3 chapters in another one. But then the weekend after that, I'm going to show off the retro levels from the arcade game, and that will be the that will be the Let's Play series of itself, and then we'll move on to the next game on April, again, depending on which one you guys want me to do for April. Alright, but until then, this is Corey Diesel saying thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next weekend when we'll finish up the story of Frogger. Take care, everybody.